Yet another very choppy day for the currency markets there. The Indian rupee has seen much highs and lows coming in. The day shut sharp 0.5% on the lower side at 54.09. Let's get in then. Mr. K. Harihar, he is Treasurer, First Rand Bank, and he joins us live in Mumbai. Mr. Harihar, hi, welcome. It's been a very choppy every day coming in for the Indian rupee. More than the budget, it seems to be the international markets really impacting.
Absolutely. I think yesterday and day before, the Italian elections have really caused tons of confusion in the market, especially because while we were seeing three possible buyers for the seat, you have the fourth person coming and confusing the market. And more than the electoral outcome in Italy, the fact that this whole election has been founded on the basis that we can walk away from the austerity measures or dilute them is scary, because it has a effect on all the other countries which have actually adopted the austerity measures. And you're right, the US also is creating some trouble, because while you have spending cuts which will come into force if something doesn't happen, the more bigger worry is the fact that some members of the FOMC have already said that QE3 should be kind of rolled back, and today we're going to be watching the Fed clearly saying what their view is on this, and the markets are a bit worried that they might announce a pullback, or they might hint towards a pullback, especially given the fact that Japan is now announced an expansionary policy, and probably politically this is the right time to start signaling a rollback. All of it bad for the asset class, and therefore a currency like the rupee will always bear the brunt of it.
With just 2 days to go for the union budget, what are you expecting from this one, or do you think that the focus would continue to be the international markets?
I think the focus in terms of broader direction will continue to be the international markets, and in terms of positives, if the QE3 is not pulled back and they announce that it will continue for some more time, then that with the Japanese one will get the industry back on a long-term kind of sustainable situation, and the rupee should be stronger. But in terms of the budget, it's going to be a positive negative situation. If they give the 4.8% fiscal deficit number, then I think the rating agency should be back on the back foot, and therefore the rupee should be stronger. But qualitatively, the market will look out for the fact that is that number coming out because of spending cuts, which will not be a very good sign from a GDP growth scenario, in which case again the rupee might take a little bit of bearish scenario, and the first impact of that will be seen in the FI flows. So I think the budget is also going to be watched, but not in a very immediate sense, as much as to see whether A, it keeps the rating agencies at bay, and B, what is the quality of the budget.
Well, absolutely. Vijay, getting you in the conversation as well. What's your sense now, after the kind of choppy moves rupee has portrayed? How are you looking at it for tomorrow?
Manisha, I would still maintain my earlier view that long dollar and short rupee is the way to go forward, even as we head towards the budget. I think the currency market is clearly indicating which way it wants to go over the last two trading sessions. Barring a little bit of the erosion of the cost of carry from the February to March series which has occurred today, I don't think the March futures on the NSE currency derivative segment should violate the 53.65 in a hurry. So on declines, I would still buy the USD.
All right, so a range rupee ahead of the budget. It's the international markets that you really need to watch out for. Mr. Harihar, Vijay, thank you so much for joining us with your sense on currencies. With that, completely out of time on hot commodities. Thank you for watching.